Hello everybody, Motherboard here with episode 20 of BeamNG Drive Career Mode with the RLS Career Overhaul mod, as well as several others, all listed down in the description. Today I wanted to kind of take a look at, of course, as we can see on the screen, a Bishopessima Zenith. This is the 1800 GS, so the first gen kind of a deal here. Of course, it's right, I can't move with my controller here, but I think one of the cool things that I like about the car is I don't see this in any other car in the game that is a four-door. And that is, if we open this, we got frameless window. So it actually disappears when looking out. And then there's no center pillar either that goes fully up. It only goes partially up to the door. So pretty neat little deal. We got the fender mirrors located there and everything too, kind of fancy. So this is the only one that was available, and it's relatively cheap. We're paying $11.3 in total, so we can go ahead and kind of see what we got here. Let's go ahead and just turn on our headlights. It's a little bit dark, but not exactly really dark. Doesn't look like we get fog lights with it or anything, just a standard headlights deal. Doesn't strike me as extremely slow, to be honest, but definitely boaty. Takes a moment to shift there, but yeah, not too bad. It seems like cruise control does what it's supposed to be doing. Probably should look where I'm going, because I'll... Oh, yep. Cop. If he would have decided to pull out, I would have ran into him for sure there. So let's head on over here. And we'll go ahead and do a few things with the car. I almost think about leaving it stock, but I really think I'm just going to touch a couple of things, and this can kind of be a good little cruiser kind of car. I've got my phone in a bad spot, so I tried to put my controller there, and it didn't really work out. So let's go ahead and hop on out here. And I mean, we got this nice, beautiful view right here, that is for sure. Alright, so what do we want to do? Well, I kind of want to update the tires. That's definitely something for sure. We got 185/70 standards. 185/70. And what I'm thinking is, could do some of these really crazy tires in here, but I don't think they really are needed. Just do some sport tires, just a little bit of something extra on there. So a little bit of extra grip. And for the brake, we'll go with maybe some sport brake pads. That should work okay. Got the touring we can do here. Boy, there's whole nother type of a deal here. Touring rear disc brakes. Let's take a look though. I'm just curious as to like what we can all do. So we got the 1.8 single overhead. Got the LPG. Is that actually saying that it's liquid propane gas? I don't know what LPG is. Maybe that's a mod type. Could do a 2-liter dual overhead cam V6 in here. This is what I want to look at. Got a 1.3 twin rotor. Yeah. And no, it's not part of arcades. This is part of the mod itself. I am pretty certain. I'm not 100%, but pretty certain about that. We can go with probably a heavy-duty rotor housing as well. Get a sport ECU. We'll kind of give it a little bit of go juice. Nothing too crazy, I'm hoping, but we'll see. What is... It breaks it. No. It was so tall, it spawned it on top of here. Hold on, let's see. Oh, geez. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. Okay, so now our car is over here. Yeah, I was just thinking about maybe, like, let's see, a dual tip looks like, sounds like, and all that. Nice little bit of a rumble to it, nothing too crazy. A racing exhaust is probably gonna be a little loud. Yeah, it's basically straight piped. Yeah, okay. So we'll do a dual tip. I think that'll be a fair one there. Twin sequential turbochargers. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I want to go that crazy, to be honest. Probably do a racing oil pan just to be safe with that kind of a thing, so we don't worry about that so much. Go to light and flywheel. And we'll do a limited slip for the front. Just got an all-wheel drive, viscous style. I could do a racing all-wheel drive, but I don't know if I really want to go that far or not yet. I think we'll go with, there's a rotary radiator we can do too. I'm gonna sneak on into the car, so I've got camera speed really low here. That way we don't go on through. So is there a reason? Oh, this actually is like proper too. An actual rotary setup this way, kind of. Except we got 4, so it looks like it might not be. It kind of looks like it, but it looks like it's a 4 rotor. If I was to even imagine. It's pretty dark in here though. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on unless it is like an actual 4-cylinder. But they got dual exhaust with 4 intake. So it is the 2 rotor. I don't know a whole lot about rotaries. I'll be bluntly honest. I'm thinking there's 2 sides to the intake, but only 2 for the exhaust. I don't know 100%. I know they're cool, and I know that I would love to get my hands on one someday, but, you know, that's a lot of work and a lot of money and everything like that. So maybe someday way out in the future or something. Shelf speakers. Excuse me. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Fancy. Kind of a little bit weird because it's kind of right behind the headrests there, but well, you know. Definitely, we're gonna go ahead. Definitely put in a strut bar here. And I mean, that's really about it for that stuff. I could add an oil cooler. Why not? Thinking that doesn't hang out or anything. Yeah, it just goes up in the front here somewhere. Yeah, we can see where that's sitting. So there's the lines. And then that goes right here. And then the radiator is right behind it. So it's properly set. Everything's right. It's not going to cause weirdness. That's kind of what I'm curious about sometimes. Let's see what else here. We got to find that rear suspension again. And it's an all-wheel drive, but it's not. That's weird. Do a regular limited slip. We won't go too crazy on anything like that. 427. I think our front is definitely going to be different. The stock intake, yeah, that's right, because there wasn't like a sport race intake. It was all turbocharged. So let's see, 427. Okay, we are right on that. So we're just missing it, and it managed to do pretty decent. Yeah, I'm curious. Just want to look. Sedan, pillared sedan, and coupe. Okay. So nothing crazy that way. Let's go ahead and put another 12 grand into this old car here. The interior color and everything. I mean, the coloring is On the outside, I don't mind it. The interior is kind of, So I just want to see what we get here, more so than actually watching the drag kind of a deal. But let's go ahead and have a scenic moment. Okay. And what do we get for a time? There we go. 149 horsepower. We need more. Maybe we will do that twin turbo because it really ain't... Well, no, there is something else I could do. We have a total of 16.5, which is not great. Not for what I would want. It's an older car. I don't want it to go too crazy, so... Oh, man, do I want to do stage 1 or stage 2? Let's do stage 2. That might be a little bit over the top, but really only one way to know for sure. It's doing a little bit of funkiness again. Yeah, that exhaust just sounds nice. I mean, I think maybe... There isn't really a sport, so it's this or all out, and I really was hoping we'd get something a better deal, but that should do. Let's go ahead and assess again. Probably would also benefit from having a better ECU. I didn't do anything to that, did I? Okay, we came down about a second and a half. About second and 1.3 seconds, something like that. But yeah, about a second and a half or so. Not bad. Pull this back up. So we're up to 198 horsepower. And yeah, I definitely did forget. CU, engine management, we have the sport. Let's just go for an adjustable race. And then we'll do tuning. 9,000, I think that'll be pretty good. Again, we don't get our wheel data here, so that's okay though. And we will leave the rest for a surprise. I think we'll be close to the 200 here. The Zenith comes with some nice interior stuff too. Doesn't seem like it wants to go all the way to 9 though. I think this would be a good little cruiser, though. We are in kilometers per hour, though. I might have to see if I can change that. By being a rotary, it should technically be more efficient on fuel, technically speaking. Smaller motor, smaller rotating mass, and all that kind of stuff. It should be. Now, whether or not it's set up that way is a different question, but... Let's see, then. This computer... What was I going to do? I was going to do something. Yes. The interior. My brain completely forgot. So, dash. Gauges. There we go. Just took a couple of them. So, analog gauges. We can do digital gauges. let's do this. Dashboard. Dashboard with dual controls. Interesting. Dash lamp monitor. Ah, yeah, so we could get a little thing that sits up on top and tells us what our headlights are doing up there too. So yeah, we have the analog. We could do the digital gauges. I just want to kind of get a look at what that'll look like. A little bit slow on that. Just curious. Oh, okay. Pretty decent deal, yeah. I actually kind of like that more. Kind of give it a little bit of an uplift on that. Automatic, we need the manual. Deep purple. I mean, obviously it's not going to go in the car. It's not going to stay, but I'm just curious. Like, this is pretty wicked looking. You can only kind of get a good view in some ways here, but pretty cool. We got the gray, brown, British Racing Green, 50th anniversary. Ooh. I'm this kind of guy, though. I just like black. I love black way too much. Everything's got to be black. It doesn't look like I can take this and move it over to being metric, though, for the gauges, unfortunately. So, I mean... Police and taxi. We could make this another taxi unit. That'd be alright with me. Man, it doesn't drive too fast or aggressive or anything like that. I think let's do that. Looks like we reached another milestone for time played here. Let's see where we at. 35 hours in the game now. Pretty good. All right. Maybe let's just give it a shot with a taxi mission here. So we get 4 passengers, which I guess 3 in the back and 1 in the passenger seat, even though it's actually counting the driver's seat, I'm sure. Car's idling nicely, warming up. We can kind of try to use my joystick to do more cinematic-like camera, nice and slow pan here. While we wait for a mission, I guess, so to speak, to do here. Car does look very nice, though. I like it. Of course, our badging is not correct, but there we go. We get 2 passengers, 1.15K per kilometer. It wants me to go down this way, huh? Where are we going? Sorry, I'm going into the car. I'm trying to look. It's like, is that a pole? No, that's the mission marker. Let's go ahead and just kind of sit back. We'll leave the lights on here. Ooh, I like that. Watch the dash here. Actually fades in. Very nice. I think we'll kind of just take a nice, slow, chill cruise. Not too slow, of course. I want to try to do some speed here as well, but I don't want to be going too crazy with them. So 60 would be 102 kilometers per hour, so that's a good thing to know. And I think, if I remember correctly, 45 kilometers per hour is like 70, 75, or I mean 45 miles an hour is 70, 75 kilometers per hour. It's been a while since I've had to use it like that, though. Looks like gearing could use a little bit of a help here as well. Oh, we are going this way, alrighty. Trying to be more gentle to kind of keep, yeah, so see, we're doing 49 and we're at 80, so yeah, it's like 75 for sure. And I'm all over the road again. Gotta pull up a little bit close, but I can fix that. There we go. I also forgot I still have that G-force thing on there. I was playing around with the Nunamar, and I put that on to kind of get an idea of stuff, and never took it away. We'll leave it for right now. This will kind of give you a clue on how I'm driving too. Anything about 0.7 is going to be considered a pretty either rough or aggressive ride, so to speak. So, yeah. I was hoping it would stop, but no, it just cuts out in front of me. How's our poor car? Just a minor bent fender, kind of bent bumper damage kind of a thing. Same as about what he's got there. Okay, I didn't quite get to see it because I wanted to put on my parking brake, hit A, and then I noticed it was there, but it looks like we've made 3.4K. That is what the top is going to tell you, your total amount that you made throughout playing, not really necessarily playing, throughout having this set up. Looks like my chair has kind of gotten stuck in a spot again. I like to do that where if I shift my position, it starts to roll down underneath my desk. So then I kind of get pinched in, and then I try to fix it, and then it catches like this section of my floor and stuff, and yeah. So it looks like we have media controls too. Oh, okay. One person, 1.8 star rating, 438 kilometers, 438 per kilometer, I'm sorry. 438 kilometers. I wouldn't be able to complete it even in this episode. I'd be able to get about maybe 100 kilometers of driving done in an episode. If I was lucky. It wants me to just cut the curb. I'm not going to do that. Not sure why I always put on the parking brake. Just gonna have to cut across over here. would you slam on your brakes like that? Oh, this car's gonna get all beaten up, especially with the sunlight in my eyes like that. So it wants us to go over. I'm thinking maybe even to the island. I'm not sure. We'll take our little bit of a shortcut this way. Thankfully, we got that kind of stock suspension still going, so were all these buildings red before? Because I didn't think they were. Yeah, no, that's weird. They're like popping in with textures and they're all red otherwise. Very strange. I'm sure we're gonna go to the right, so we can actually take this lesser known shortcut and yeah, we gotta go to the island. I'm pretty sure about it, seeing like it's kind of located on the skyline there. Boy, just changed to 50 and I just managed to slow down enough that cop didn't get us, thankfully. Set at 60, but we're only going 59, so just put it up one. And the nice thing is even in hood cam, I could still see the mirrors, so I can still lane change and everything there. Boy, that sunlight is definitely flashy here. I do want to go this way, just cut somebody off. I have my blinker out at least. Speeding because I'm doing like 60 through there. And we get a new record and a fine for speeding right there. And then we get a chase to go ahead and get away from. Oh, not delivered one to this location in a long time, if ever. Nothing that I can recall. 2.36K, okay. I just lost something there. Was it like a hubcappy thingy? Yeah. Oh, I can't see anything. It's a little bit better in interior camera at least. Kind of squeeze on through here. A little bit of an odd spot, but we'll park here. Also, I don't know if this is just me, but where is the grass? Like, there should be grass or something here on the island, right? A little bit strange. We got bushes and everything. It's 2.36K. We've earned a total of 5.7K. I think we'll stop driving, though, after having a little bit of fun with a police chase. we can just queue up a car meet too. Lighthouse at 5:49. We will need to toggle this off in order to be able to actually do that because we need the time of day running. And if I actually take a look, it's supposed to be at 5:49. It's like 9 in the morning. We've got to go ahead and get ourselves back to home. In fact, I think our fastest route. Maybe just to tow on over. Go to Seal Brick. It's going to be a lighthouse meet at 5:49. So we're going to set for 5 o'clock probably. And as a reminder, haven't done this in a while, we just go to the sleep tab and we can set it that way. So it says 7:07. 3, 4, 5 o'clock, well, minus 10 minutes. Toggle it on and sleep. So then that should hopefully get us going pretty soon for the lighthouse here. Should. Yeah, we're 5:01, so we can actually just start making our way. Do I want to take this car, though? I mean, it'd be kind of cool, but I don't really think that is so needed. Something a little bit weird there. I don't know why it paused as well and then put me back in the car. That was probably something on my side, to be honest, again, because I have so many different mods going on as well. Let's go ahead and try. We're going to pause to try to save some time. Do I want to take the LD? No, that says farmhouse, even though it shows it. I don't know. It's over on the East Coast, apparently. Let's take the Barstow. This is where? Still out. So we could probably swing it if I'm fast enough. I can only go 30 because there's a cop back there. Managed to swing around that really quick there. Another one right there. Oh, no turning there. I keep forgetting I got the sport tires that do not have that much steering capability. There we go, it's loading, so I've got to hurry up, go over and get my other car here. And is it freezing up the game, or is it just taking that much to load the vehicles? That's a good question. Yeah, it's just taking that much, okay. Let's try and hurry up here. Got a cop up ahead, it's supposed to be 30. There's our Barstow straight ahead of us here. So we can hop out and hop in. Why it did that again? Something's weird, that's for sure. Fog lights on this, right? No, I didn't think so. I was like, I couldn't recall to see if we could help a little bit with our nighttime lighting here. supposed to be something going on at the lighthouse, but I'm not sure if because I got out, it broke it. But let's go ahead. We'll head on over there. Because at least as far as the marker, it did. I should have turned right there, and I didn't. The cop up here, so I can't go too rowdy. Tires are still pretty cool here. Just passing by at 40, I promise I'm not speeding. Fastest way to the lighthouse from here. It's a little bit sketchy. So we're gonna have to face some head-on traffic and probably get ourselves a chase. Yep. So I can get over this way, but that's as far as I can go. Ooh. Policy score went, so it decided to give me a good lag spike there and make things difficult. Speeding menace, we'll take that. Having a bit of a chase, and there we go. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. Wasn't sure if anything was going to show up that way, but I didn't see any pop-up notification messages or anything like that. Got a pretty nice little BX right there. I think that looks pretty good. There we go. Vehicle value increased by 8.3%. So honestly, this could be a way to kind of make some money off of the cars. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Because then you got to deal with how you sell them too. But yeah, let's see. We got ourselves here. Pretty standard off-road rig, standard config. I don't think that's anything special at all, but it's pretty decent. Got ourselves the ETK 900 here, and this looks like the Race Edition wagon. I would love to see the rear wheels fold in as it goes around a corner. And then, of course, we got ourselves the BX here, carbon fiber. I want to say it's drift, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's street runner, honestly. Of course, we got our car that won't shut up here. This is something interesting. What is this? Is this a Corvette? I'm trying to read what it says in the front, and I really can't. Because this looks pretty nice. See around what's on the back. Like, nice and new. What is this? What even is this car? Because I've never seen that before. Interesting. Here's what we can do. We don't know what car that is. We can open up the world editor here, highlight it. Vehicles, Arts Marina Gaia track. Arts Marina, huh? Interesting. Yeah, so it'll tell you right here, part config. So it's part configuration, and it's going to be in the vehicle name first, and then there's the name of that. So it's Artis Marina. Interesting. I have not seen her or nothing with that. Maybe that's a vehicle that I have to go somewhere else for. When you're in a text box also, your keys won't work. It also put back on that again, which is just great. I wanted it here. Thank you. And it's not supposed to automatically do that, but it does when I load in. So Of course, then we got ourselves the Covet, which is pretty good deal, standard and everything there. And then we got the Ruckle here. Looks like this is a drag Ruckle. Ooh, I would love to take a race with that one against my car. I know my car would probably lose, but it would be pretty fun to hear them both going down. A pretty decent lineup here. Pretty good set of cars. Now that I've hopped in my car, it is over, and the cars are going to leave. In fact, I want to hear. Of course, we get ourselves the hopper. Nothing fancy. I'm really curious to see what this car on my right sounds like. I can hear that racing gearbox. There goes the drag. Ooh. Man, he's got a little torque, that's for sure. There goes the BX. That sounds really nice. I like when the Master. This basically looks like a four-door Miata to me. That's seriously what it looks like. Let me move so that way you can start moving. Where do they go? That's what I'm curious about. I want to follow this one, see where he goes before he gets spawns. Headlights don't seem very bright though. Maybe they're on par with mine. Never mind. I just want to follow and see how far they go and where the route's supposed to take them. So imagine that's the way it works. I've been working to learn flow graph for making flow graph missions, and whew, that is insane. But you can pretty much get to doing anything you want mission related, as long as you're not trying to do something that the game cannot do on its own. You can do it. So like for me, I've seen and wanted to look into doing some ambulance recovery type missions, so eventually I'll get that done too. That basically means you guys spawn in the ambulance, you got a damage limit, you got a time limit, you got to proceed to an accident scene and all that. Well, what makes it more fun is I use the script AI path, so basically I customize how the AI will drive. And they actually get into a crash, and you watch it, and then you get to start recovery. So you get to watch the crash to restart. I was like, that's awesome. And to be able to do that through flow graph. So you could do stuff like that. It's really nice. I'm not sure where this guy's going to even try to go. I wonder if he just needs to go far enough away. Might go. Yeah, now he's heading to the right. He's going another loop here. I think he's toggled to random, if I had to be honest. Just gonna random traffic drive kind of a deal. Nothing crazy or interesting here. I'm just gonna run through the red light in front of another vertex here. I think that's where we'll go ahead though and start running our own business here. I gotta be honest, I've never been a big fan of the old cars here in the game because they just didn't feel, I mean, naturally they're not refined, they're old cars and everything, but I mean in the sense that like they felt more clunky than I felt like they should have been. Ooh, hello. So I never was, but this, now that I've gotten this set up and everything, I think this is beautiful. Like, it's a classic. You can still get her moving, but just gonna throw some heat into the rear brakes using the handbrake here. Try and warm up those rear wheels a little bit. I say we go at our nighttime police chase now. I think our time of day has probably been turned off. Level shift, whoopsies. Yeah, 5th and 6th gear are really low in the car. But that allows for lower gearing during highway drives and stuff like that, so. Of course, this is meant to be take it to the track and have a lot of fun, but you could also still drive it around in the street kind of a vehicle. Street legal with super sticky tires. Excuse me. But again, as a reminder, the torque curve and power curve is like flat right here. 5,000 up, so it's perfect. Got 2 of them there. High beams are on. No ABS naturally. I tried to find a way to do it. Whoa. Came out of nowhere there. But there was no way to get ABS going, so. That was close. I would upgrade the lights, but again, there was, I'm trying to remember, I think it was because the grill and the lights are combined in a way or something, so it did not work out. So we're stuck with barely being able to see anything. And trust me, you're recording, the recording you're watching, the video you're watching, what I'm recording is pretty much as dark as I am seeing. It's a little bit harder for me if you're watching it in the dark because I'm not playing in the dark. I have a light on right above me, so. Ooh, starting to really warm up them front brakes. I also did adjust this a bit, so it has more braking to the rear, so you may hear that if you got sharp hearing. But I'm entering or exiting a corner while braking. You get a good bit of, let's see if I can, yeah, that was a right rear tire there. But that helps in the straight line braking department. Yeah, this thing is just so much fun. Of course, we gotta have the oil cooler in there and everything. All right. We have like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so, it looks like, about. Have we gotten the other generation of Zenith? Probably not. Okay. We do? 94. Is that right? It definitely looks different. I want to just say it is different, but I don't know if it's a facelift or a different generation, so let's see. Get down here. Decima Zenith. Yeah, we got the square face on that one, so yeah, and that's the 1800. Okay, let's go ahead and find it again here, as long as it didn't get right in between, and I hit, oh, dang. Okay. What was that other car, though, that I was looking at? Is it even in here? I remember it started with an A. But that's really not going to help me a lot because a lot of these cars and configs are going to have A in there. I want to say it was AR or something. Honestly, I could pause and look in the recording or something like that, but ooh, that's a nice little color scheme there. I like that. Tell you what, I think what we will do is we will find it. Now this looks very nice right there. I like that for a race car kind of a look. That looks very nice. But let's go ahead. I'm going to run away from the computer so that way I can go ahead and save. And we're going to go main menu, free roam, and we'll go to the small grid pre-order. And I want to try to find that car. I have not seen that in there before. Traffic, vehicle menu or anything, and it just shows up there. And I'm like, what is that? I really want it. So let's try and see if we can find it. That really isn't going to help. Is it the K1? No, because it was a 4-door. Was it an Arima AS100 platform? It was. Really? Interesting, because I'm not used to seeing... Okay. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and just kind of take a look at it, though, since we got it here. Yeah, this is definitely it. Like I said, kind of the... It felt like it was shorter, though, honestly. Is that just me? Probably is just me, to be honest. You know. Yeah, it felt like it was a bit shorter, but okay. Not too bad, not too bad. That's all it was. All right. Go ahead and head on into here. It's going to take a few moments. I'll be right back. No joke. I just logged back in. And I was like, I wonder, can I find it? Yes, I can. Let's go take a taxi. Yes, it's 210 credits, but I gotta be honest, this thing, I might change the color. But other than that, I think this is gonna be pretty cool. Little track deal here. Could use some exhaust. 25. We'll just grab it for 25. Why not? It is just front-wheel drive, it looks like. And then we're stuck with traffic. I'm just going to go ahead and ignore that this isn't the lane. Set it at 30 and cruise on down here. Seems like cruise control has been working better for at least the cars that I've been using it on today as well. But that's definitely a bug with something somewhere, and I'll have to tackle on figuring out what it is. If it's a compatibility type of issue or something, you know, what it is, I'll definitely have to figure that out. So let's go ahead, turn that off. And part customization, all parts, body. We need to go straight to the exhaust. We got a 1.6 i4 silver top, huh? Ooh, I know what that's kind of referencing in a way. No red, though. We got black and silver, but no red. Interesting. It looks like silver is going to be the higher in the sense that it's higher in the list. Can be just alphabetical. I don't know. Stage 3 performance. Stock ECU we can't change. Exhaust we can't change, so okay. So is there a muffler then? I don't think there is. No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like it's kind of missing some of that stuff, so. Okay. Well, that's fine. I think this might be just a car just to paint and leave kind of a deal. What do we want besides the yellow, though? Let's do a metallic. Oh, we get a gold color. Could brighten it up a little bit here. Give it back some more saturation to help it out. Yeah, and also we got our sky back, but we lost time of day things, so not bad. I mean, I'm kind of like mixed. I kind of like the look of the car from the side, you know, even a bit from the front, but then the rear end just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like somebody took a Miata and said, "Want to be Porsche in a way?" In a way, not super attached to that in a way, but yeah, kind of like that. I'm not sure exactly. Let's see. Maybe we'll go a little bit more this way. Could do one of these. I think that's a decent color. Let's just go for it. Change it a little bit. All right, we want to see what do we actually get with this. I mean, we had the options and everything when we got in, but I want to see what we're actually getting out of it. And I know it's not a drag car, but being front-wheel drive, I think this could be a nice little tourer-style car to go over on the track as well. Oh no, 337. Not too bad on the speed. I mean, it could definitely be better. So we're like, what, 130, 140 on the power? We have a stage 3, don't we? 278? Ooh. It's definitely running a bit weird. Okay, let's take a look, because now that's what I'm wondering is if we're supposed to be all-wheel drive and we're not. Only front-wheel drive. And we do have a limited slip. I think that's kind of interesting. I thought about doing that, but Okay. Let's see then about what we can do on the track real quick before we have to end here. Feels like the power is really coming in right there as we hit the peak. So probably as far as racing is concerned, 6-speed or 7-speed if I only could do it. Honestly, that's surprising. It does handle pretty good. Wow. That rear end really likes to follow. Do we have rear steer? I don't think we do. Let's see. No. This is set up like amazingly well. Better than I could ever do, that's for sure. I get it good, but this is... Look at that churn in. Whew. When you know how to use tow right, you can do things like that with the car. And I think that's what we got going on here. Try and hustle to the track real quick. Oofty. As long as I didn't upset my steering at all. I want to say we also have lower tire pressure. Oh yeah, this is pretty low on tire pressure in the front. I want to say like 26, 28. 26 seems a little bit more reasonable, but this still... And we can see there's a lack of power here, but we're kind of building on it. And then, ooh, there we go. It's going to take a little bit for me to kind of get used to the car, but we'll do just one quick lap to kind of see what we get for a rough time from a standing start. Got a little bit of warmth in the tires, so it'll help a little bit. It will warm up pretty good by the time we're done. think we could use just a hair bit more camber in the rear. Oh, that sun. We're really starting to fly now. Braking performance is pretty amazing as well, I gotta be honest there. Just a light bump against the wall. I don't think it'll be anything severe for us. Straight into 5th gear. We did a 206 on that. That's pretty dang good considering that our bar stow. I'm trying to remember. We got between all of the different Bastion and Barstow and all the other muscle cars. I just do get confused, honestly. But our Barstow does, what was it? I think I got down to like a 148 at my best or so, 146, 148, and that thing has a lot more power. Granted, yes, it handles a lot better, doesn't have downforce. This thing has like half the horsepower, so we're losing a lot of time, mainly on these straights. And then still for it to stay within like 10, 15 seconds is pretty good. This thing handles amazingly well. Let's go ahead and see if I can pull out the other car. Should be at the drag strip, but I'm going to repair this, pull out the other car. And guys, I do think that's going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more BeamNG content, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you have any other opinions, topics, suggestions, ideas, comments, topics you want to talk about, go ahead and put those down in the description or comments. Otherwise, look in the description. I always do that, don't I? It's part of my outro. Go ahead and look at the description for all the mods listed, as well as my Discord. You can join and talk to me and others directly there. But again, guys, that is it for today's episode. Take care. Bye-bye.